how to be immersive and how to how to make audience the part of the performance, but not being so active.
Yes. I think Baroque music is just like a kind of technique to control yourself, but the control is not limits. It's just like to keep you on a balance.
About like hope.
Hope. Kwang, 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 kwang.
Sadness.
细数细数细数细数细数细数细数细数细数
안녕하세요. 중력장 팟캐스트입니다. 네, 오늘도 오랜만에 6월 촬영으로 돌아왔고요. 오늘은 대만에서 아티스트 한 분이 오셨습니다. 그래서 대만 아티스트 양위차오와 함께 또 즐거운 대화 나눠보려고 하고요. 저희가 오늘은 영어로 진행을 하고 자막을 통해서 여러분들께 한국어로 번역을 해드릴 예정입니다. 네, 그러면 인터뷰 시작해볼까요? It's very nice to meet you.
안녕하세요, everybody. My name is 양위차오.
Okay, hello 양위차오. How Seoul?
Yeah. Seoul is pretty hot, but I like Seoul. So
yes, it's very hot. It's compared to the last year, maybe similar, but it's getting warmer throughout the global warming, I guess. Yes. So how's Taipei right now?
Taipei now is also very hot, but because we have a rainy season, so before the Dragon Balls festival, the season is quite comfortable. But after that, whoa, everything will melt under the sun.
Great. When I was in Taipei, I've been there at February at first. And it was like very, very nice weather.
Yes.
Around. It's just like autumn season in here.
Yes.
But when I was back in the last year, it was a June, like mid or like late June or some maybe that time, and it was also a nice weather. It was hot, but it was durable. So I've never experienced like summer of the Taipei, but it might be great to experience another country's summer. So
yeah, you can come in during July and August. It will be very dramatical sun.
Okay. So if I want to experience the like extreme hot weather,
yes,
humid hot weather, then I will plan to visit.
Of course,
in August time. Okay. Let's move on. So we want to know who you are. Even though you had a performance before, I know that you had a performance like 2023 or and after. And but still we have a lot of audience to know you. So could you introduce yourself in your own words?
Okay. I'm 양위차오, and I'm a storyteller from the oral tradition, and I also a narrative sound artist. It means that I tell every kind of stories, but I use the stories to combine into sound. So that's why I call myself a narrative sound artist. And also I teaching performing arts for elementary school students. So my job is a teaching artist in the National Center for the Arts in Kao슝, which is located in southern Taiwan.
Yes, I heard a lot of the Kao슝. Actually, it's very beautiful and quite traditional. Still remains as traditional architecture or streets, like the how the atmospheres.
Yes, because Kao슝 City is transitioning a very immediately state. So the Kao슝 City in southern Taiwan, it combines the very old architecture and also a very new architecture. Somehow it's just like a cyborg city or cyberpunk. Yeah, because the very high technology building, but near to a very old small house.
Oh.
Yeah, so somehow I think it's very romantic and very interesting. My first impression in Seoul, just like when I first come in Seoul in 2023, I came to Gwanghwamun, near the site near Gwanghwamun, because I want to go to a global bookstore. And it's very interesting that the old palace and the old heritage is surrounded by new buildings, just like very tall skyscrapers and very high technology cars. And I think it's a kind of sci-fi thing because it just like sometimes it's a very strange atmosphere that the very old thing is so close to the high technology thing. But at the same time, I can feel that something is in common between these two things. I think the same situation is also in Kaohsiung, just because there are some light tram and through the streets, but the streets itself is very old. But the light tram is the newest one in Taiwan. So it's just, you take the very, very new light tram and to just like drive through the very old streets. I think it's romantic.
You just mentioned you about a storyteller or like performance, researcher, artist, performancer. And which one feels very closest to you?
Just like I mentioned about that narrative sound artist is a kind of new word, but to me it's a very important just because in the beginning my first job is oral tradition storyteller. So I tell something like a tiger ant. A tiger ant story, just like in South Korea, it's just like the origin of the sun and moon. There are a brother and sister escape from the tigers. There is a very similar story in Taiwan called Tiger Ant, that there is sisters or brothers. The little one just eaten by the tiger ant, and the older one just escaped from her. Yeah, so I tell this story or something like that when I was very young. Since I was 4, I just to receive some training about oral tradition storytelling. Yeah, so also I have some training about improvisation speaking. But when I was very young, the improvisation speaking is most of them are for propaganda. So because it encourage young people to do something that the government like. And so after that, I think that maybe this kind of storytelling can be changed into a new thing. So I combine this storytelling to the experimental music and to the free improvisation. So but in the free improvisation, if I telling the stories in an old way, it's a very strange thing that because when I tell the story, all the musicians will be affected by the plots of the story. So I need to deconstruct it and to make it just like fragments or debris. And then I just use the sound of the stories to do the experimental performing. So that's why all the sounds are narrative, but also they are have no complex meaning. So I call it a narrative sound.
So you make sound, not the text.
Yes.
But it has a narrative.
Yes.
And you know the narrative.
Yeah.
And audience can catch the narrative or not.
Yeah.
But you whatever, you made some kind of atmosphere about that.
Yes.
Okay. I'm kind of curious about the oral tradition. So you story, basically it seems you storytelling something.
Yeah.
But there is a way or form of speaking that.
Yes.
So it's not a singing, but it's also kind of a singing.
Yes, yes. Just like when I was very young, my trend, because in Taiwan there are several kinds of oral tradition storytelling, and one of my training is just like if I tell one sentence, it will be like 啊呀，他呀，从远处来呀 and it just like it developed from the Mandarin. So what I said is 哎呀 there is one man came from where. Yeah, it's a kind of the beginning of the story. Yeah, but there are some different kinds of storytelling in Taiwan, just like you will sing some narrative songs with the strings like 乐琴. Yeah, and so some of my friends will use this kind of methods, and when they play the instruments and they will sing something. But because I have no training about this, but it's a kind of just like a dun 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 dun, and they will use the traditional Taiwanese to say the stories.
So traditional Taiwanese means it's not Chinese.
Yes.
Much more traditional Taiwanese.
Yeah, but I think it's a very complicated topics, but I think because even the one technique is come from the certain land, but because the technique is developed in that local place, so it will become a different thing. Yeah, because that is a culture.
Yeah, that is a culture.
Yes.
Right. It sounds very similar to the pansori actually.
Yeah. Oh, wow, I like pansori very much.
Right. So pansori is basically singing,
Yes.
but it has a narrative.
Yes.
And even though they are not singing, they still do kind of speech, but it has some certain ways
Yes.
to speak. Or
Yes.
like telling the
Yes.
story. So that Asian tradition is very, very like get together at a certain point.
Yeah, I think pansori because I like song Chinga, and because in song Chinga the father is blind, and I notice about because the father is blind, so he needs to tell something more in sounds. Because he cannot see. I think it is a kind of a very good explanation about the Asian oral tradition. Because in oral tradition, all the sounds of language is just like well development. It's just or not just well developed. It's extremely developed from their language because the tone in the Asian ancient language, just like Korean, Japanese, Philippines, Vietnam, and Mandarin and Taiwanese, all the tone, the change in tone is very complicated, and I think that's because maybe it's just because the language itself, you can to say something that we cannot use the word's meaning to say that, but use the sound of the languages.
The sound can be developed actually to be a performance art.
Yes.
Not just the text, but how to make the sound can be on the stage.
Yes, yes.
To impress the audience, mainly actually to make more feelings, like contain more emotions
Yes.
inside to make a story. So one more question about your kind of backgrounds. You trained oral traditional storytelling, but also you trained Western classical music.
Yes.
I know that.
Yeah.
Tell me about much more like your experience.
Okay. When I was 4 years old, and because in that day Yamaha is a very famous education system in Taiwan. So most of the child will try to learn some music in Yamaha education system or Kawaii, because it's a kind of a very popular education system, and most of the parents want their children to learn something that about art. So first time I went to Yamaha education system. And I feel that I like that, especially Bach's music. So I because most of my friends or classmates, they hate Bach. They just, Bach is so difficult or not so romantic. But I don't know why I just feel so moved about Bach's music, especially the dun 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 dun. I think that is also that's one I learned about that dun 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 is not originated from Bach, but when I was very young, I just learned that and about the inventions and symphonias when I was 6 or 7 years old, and I like it very much. Just like dun 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 dun, and because there are some little improvisation in that pieces.
Right.
So my teacher said, okay, Yang, you can do some little improvisation, but not too much, because I like improvisation. So sometimes I do so many improvisation, but after that, I learned about that you need to control your improvisation. So I think it's a kind of interesting balance between order and improvisation. So I think Baroque music is just like a kind of technique to control yourself, but the control is not limits. It's just like to keep you on a balance. So I think the classical music training led me to find something that if I want to do something just like telling a story, I need to find a balance point between the fixed plots or the fixed story and the improvisation sound. So it's a very interesting technique to adjust the point between the narrative and non-narrative one.
That links to the your current situation.
Yes. That's true.
Right.
And so after that, I have my vocal training about also for the Baroque music. It's just like cantatas from Bach or from Francis Couperin and Alexandro Scarlatti, something like that. And because the Baroque opera or the Baroque songs, just like Henry Purcell or John Dowland, the narrative part is quite close to our heart, but not so romantic, just like not Wagner or not like something like a romantic chanson in France. Just because they are also a kind of control. They have some balance between their emotion and the narrative.
So it might be a quite difference between your oral tradition, vocal system, and the Baroque singing. And how do you like overcome, or just you can have both, like a bilingual?
It's very interesting. Just like just like in Bach, I have some training about the Matthäus Passion, and there are some arias for a baritone or bass, and even the Bach is not so the sound is not so difficult for baritone, but it is also have some what kind of their words is a flowery, just like sound.
So melismas.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot that word.
Okay.
And I think it's very close to the tone changing in Asian words, just because it stretch the sounds of language. And when they stretch the sound of language, that because there are some emotions that without languages, but it need to be saying or expressed to the audience, just like because sometimes if we say a word, the word's meaning is so fixed though that when we hear some words, I will think, okay, yes, that's the meaning, and it's enough because I understand. But if it is the sound itself, it's just like, oh, what you were saying? What's that? What's that? And they will be curious, but they never can get the answers easily. So the sounds, they can guide people to the meaning, but not arrived to the meaning. It's just like they guide them into a labyrinth. Yes, it's where is that? What you say? And then they cannot find the answer easily. But it's just like, it's what the story want to tell, because it's not so easy.
So it makes our audience being active much more.
Yes, because they need to take some action in their mind to try to realize the complicated things in the stories.
Right. And it's very similar to Korean traditional vocal singing. 정가.
Yes.
정가 has like long melismas.
Yes.
And the emotion is very controlled.
Yeah.
Also, but we can feel some sort of emotions with the melismas.
Yes.
So very, very similar. We can get the connections between them.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting to interesting from you that not exactly just pointing out the meanings of the word, but make it deconstructed and just being active to think about once more.
Yes.
And it's kind of like inspiring more about, because I have some kind of similar idea, and I have thoughts that what should I do with my ideas, because I wanted to deconstruct the storyline at certain point to make some kind of it's not theater, but immersive theater, but not that immersive to how to be immersive and how to be how to make audience the part of the performance, but not being so active.
Yes.
Because they don't want to be active actually. If it is kind of like games or something, like room escape, they're willing to, but concert, then do I need to? And they always like, do I need to? The performers are always like, yes, you need to. What? Just cheer up the audience, but like, audience is like, do I?
Yeah.
So my concern was like, how make these audience to be active and give them another perspective of experience.
Yes.
And this might be kind of like answer to me, and you already got your performance with them. So I'm very, very excited to watch your or be part of. Also, I will be a part of the performance on Sunday. So I'm very, very excited. Oh, okay. I think we have enough like talk about you actually. So then can we have a little bit of game break?
Okay.
I never tried this on this podcast series, because we just seriously like talk with the artists. Of course, I'm kind of like I'm not that funny person, but I'm still trying to make a jokes inside. But I never tried a game break. But it might be helpful to let them know what is like onomatopoeia. Oh, it's very, very hard to pronounce it.
Yes.
Onomatopoeia.
Yeah.
Poeia.
Yeah. Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia. So, it's called 의성어 in Korean.
Yes.
So it's some sounds that express how can I say sounds that express
the status.
Status.
The status of the things.
So we are going to have a game break that I will say some kind of like word, and you can just transit into the make a how can I say?
Translate into.
Translate, yes. Translate into the onomatopoeia.
Yeah.
Onomatopoeia. I just keep saying that. Okay, so starting from the easy ones. Like,
Okay.
wind. Even the wind is kind of like very, very performative. And how can I say the rain? Can I do this with like grass?
Grass? You mean the grass? Okay.
Yes. You're so nice. Oh, how about then let's go to the animals. Animals are onomatopoeia
Yes.
also. Okay. So what might be better animal in Taiwan? Taiwan is famous for
Dogs and cats.
dogs and cats. Oh, but I want to go with the birds.
Okay, of course. Then okay, birds. In the city, it will be the one kind of birds is very famous. Yes, it's the pigeons. Yeah.
Pigeons.
Yeah.
It's kind of different from the Korean pigeons. Like Korean pigeons, like
Yes.
much
yes,
more like
yes.
lower, deeper voice. I don't know because they are well
Yeah.
treated in
Yes,
the
yes,
city,
yes.
maybe.
Yeah.
Then let's move on to the some emotions.
Yes.
How about like hope?
Hope. Kwang 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 kwang.
Okay. How about sadness?
시수 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 시수.
It's great. So sisu is kind of like is it
The
from
sound of
sound
tear
tears?
flowing.
Is it Mandarin or Chinese?
Both.
Both.
Yeah, the pronunciation is a little different. In Taiwan, it's Shisu.
Shisu.
But in Mandarin, Shisu. Yes.
Shisu.
Yes, it's a little different. But Shisu is Mandarin, but Shisu is Taiwanese.
Oh, so it's like the matter of the pitch.
Yes.
Sisu and sisu.
Yeah,
It's very
and a little different in our oral cavity. Yeah, but it's just fine.
You know what? There's a dialect in Korean.
Yeah.
And even though it's 경상도 area, so it's southern east part.
I see.
There's a one dialect there, and there's a one dialect in 전라도, which is like west southern part, which is 판소리 is made with the 전라도 dialect. Yes.
Interesting.
But interesting part is there's a 경상도 area. Also, there's like northern part and southern part, and accent is different, and Seoul people cannot notice. They're like, we don't have it at that like intonations.
Okay.
But in 경상도, there's like, 야, 밥 먹나? Those kind of things. Oh, sorry, but I'm not a 경상도 person, so my dialect is so bad. So, but like. 대구 is northern part of 경상도, and Busan is southern part.
Yes.
But 대구 dialects tend to start with like a heavy accent on the front.
I see.
So like 대구, even though it's just saying the name of the area, so 대구, 대구 사람, those kind of things. But Busan, like the southern part, Busan is Busan.
Oh, interesting.
사람.
Okay.
Oh, they're very interesting. So
Yes, yes, yes.
Dialects are just the pitch, like just the intonation just changed, but
Yeah.
sounds different.
Yes. Also in Taiwan, the Taiwanese intonation or accent is quite different between the southern Taiwan and northern Taiwan and mid Taiwan. The intonation and accent is quite different. But because my parents, especially my father, and came from the southern Taiwan, so the intonation and accent is what my Taiwanese come from. Yeah, so sometimes there are some words in different pronunciation, but it's very complicated. So, but it's the same situation. Yeah, in Taiwan.
Oh,
Yeah,
and it's also different from the Chinese, like land Chinese, because most of the words might be from southern part of the China.
Yes.
When like Song Dynasty, like South Song
Yeah.
Dynasty just come
Yeah.
from. Yep.
Yeah, it's another complicated topic just because in Taiwan, when we say the Mandarin, we use the oral cavity lower. Yeah, it's just like 我和你说. It like this, but if you use something like you use the front cavity, just 我和你说, it's quite different that because I think in Taiwan the oral cavity we use more lower cavity to make the sounds softer. Yeah, maybe because maybe we will think that this is more comfortable and relaxed. So we use more lower cavity. Yeah, when we say Mandarin. Yeah.
There's like so many areas.
Yes.
Who speak Chinese or like
Yes.
Mandarin or Chinese. So it should be different.
Yes. Also, yeah, in Sichuan, or my friend live in Sichuan, or in Beijing, in Shanghai, or in Guangzhou, the Mandarin between them is quite different. Yeah, so it's very interesting thing.
Okay, so we had a like small onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia
it's
show of
very
양위차오.
Yeah.
And maybe you can watch more performance in the House of Onomatopoeia,
Yes.
which will be performed in starting from June 26th.
Yes.
Is it right?
Yes.
Yes, 26, starting from June 26 to 28. So it's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yes.
And 3 days we will have different performers.
Yes.
So you can get a ticket, 3 days ticket also for the discount price.
Yes.
But you can just select each performance when you have a time. So let's have a chat of the House of Onomatopoeia.
Yes.
So, why the word house?
Yeah, I think just because because the project is to encourage people to collect sounds, but if we have no purpose, they cannot to do anything because they don't know how to collect sounds. So the first idea is to collect the sounds in their living place, in their house. Yeah, so just like the sounds in the restroom, the sounds in living room, the sounds in bedroom, the sounds in balcony, and because sometimes people do not pay no attention about the sounds. It's just like, there is my house and they are nothing special. But after we do some workshops, they will notice about some sound, just like the traffic noise, or the sounds for the when we cook something, yeah, and or the snoring from their parents or their partners, or the television sound, or the noise from the lights, and they will notice about the sounds or the environment acoustics from their living place. So this is the first idea of the house. And another is because when we is a kind of participatory art that to call or encourage all the audience coming onto stage. So when we perform, all the onomatopoeia will pronounce at the same time. So it's just like the onomatopoeia itself living in that place that everyone just constructed this. Yeah, so this is the second idea of the house of onomatopoeia.
So the 중력장, the venue will be the house.
Yes.
For the June performance, and all of the audience will be the sound itself.
Yes. Yes.
So
that's
you will
true.
be the sound.
Yeah.
And you will prepare sound? No, we will prepare some kind of like cars maybe.
Yes.
And then you will just make the sound to be part of the performance.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, and through the sounds, you can know the someone's house, just like the stranger's house or the performer's house. But you don't need to break through to their house. You just like you can come into stage, and through the sounds, you can know that something like there are some traffic, or there is a huge fence, or there is a very big bed, because the different bed, different windows, they will represent different onomatopoeia.
It's very hard to notice the sounds when we like living in like everyday like routine,
Yes.
daily life. Actually, I had a project to record like few sounds with artists and make them in a digital way.
Yes.
To deconstruct or using them
Yep.
inside the performance and put much with the instrument. There was one performance with the field recordings, and during the field recording, all the artists figured out that here is a sound. There was a sound. I never noticed, but we were surrounded by the sounds.
Yes.
And there's quite interesting experience to notice the sound itself.
Yeah.
And if once you notice, then you can just I don't know, maybe escape for the sound or just embrace the sound itself inside and just being meditative with the everyday noises into the kind of like music.
Yes. Yeah. I think because the word's origin is to imitate the sounds, just like something when the water boiling, or when something just hits to the windows, and you will invite a word and to describe the sound. So onomatopoeia, this word is come from ancient Greek, and this word means to build a new word to describe the sound or events.
So very creative one.
Yes.
Build a new expression, new words for that never exist.
Yes.
But you need to explain something.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
What is that? What is that? What? I cannot speak, but like, what is that?
Yeah. So the onomatopoeia is very difficult to research just because it's changing always. Yeah, because the environment is changing. So the onomatopoeia is always changing. And because people will invite then no stop to invite the new words. Yeah, so the onomatopoeia's research is quite difficult to the scholars.
So it might be changed, like the performance itself. Of course, the change of the audience can change something.
Yes.
And change of the venue or like the places, like nationality.
Yes.
How can I say like nationality, like cities?
Yes.
I mean.
Yeah.
So like this might be a third performance.
Yes.
Like Paris and Taipei, also Tokyo, and third.
Yeah, it's it's several times. Yeah, but because the House of Onomatopoeia is just like to represent the nowadays situation of the audiences. So when the city is changing fast, then we will notice about the onomatopoeia itself changing very fast, and everyone will notice different sounds from their living. Or it's just like nowadays in Taiwan, because there have some politic topics, so and there are some people that notice about the flights when they launch to the sky, and the difference is quite different when the past time they live there, because there are some the flights for wars, and the flights for wars, when they launch up, they will being a very large noises. They never heard about that. And in the end, they know that that is something like the new flights is quite different from the old one. And because nowadays there are some they have some missions. So they will the ordinary people will notice about the changing, even they don't know.
Very contemporary.
Yes.
That's the definition of the contemporary, actually.
Yeah. That's true.
And even 2 years apart, the performance will change very, very different.
Yes.
And audience can experience it totally different performance maybe. So this is the last chance to feel the moment of very, very contemporary Seoul situation with the onomatopoeia. So don't miss it.
Yes.
Okay, one last thing can we make a farewell sound together to impress audiences and just keep calm that 어서 오세요, 어서 공연으로 오세요, you're welcome to come. This might be our last farewell.
Yes,
so
yes.
How can I do that? Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. This is
So
our
fun.
way to
Yes.
yeah, sure. Our way to greet you. So please come to our performance.
Yes.
And it was very, very nice to meet you and have a film chat about you.
Yeah, thank you, Young-sok.
Thank you so much, and we'll see on the next episode. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.